What's up, people? Urban Discussions, people. What's up? This video is sponsored by Filthy Dreams Official. Welcome, I'm JAVY. We got my boy King BEANIE in the building. Yo, King BEANIE, what's up, man? Yo, you popping out of nowhere, brother. What's going on, man? What's good? From one brother, from another mother, man. What's going on, brother?
I'm doing fine right now.
That's what's up,
I
man.
just moved where I was sitting.
Yo, man, it's just some crazy stuff. It's been some wild things going on, man. I enjoy my weekend and stuff. We just chilling out here, vibing, enjoying the good vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's how we roll. I was walking around the other day and I heard, people just like, yo, you ever get those like conversations like, bro, like, I don't understand, like, I would say it's like random conversations on the fly, like things just happen like that. You just walking across, and like you just hear people talking something like something wild or all things. It could be either like your cousin or something or anybody really, and they just be talking about something, and the only one thing you hear is the wildest thing possible. Question is, why do we always hear the wildest things out of the whole entire conversation? Cause I always get that, man. Cause you know what I'm talking
Timing.
about, right?
Yes, because it's all about timing. And normally, whenever I join a conversation, I come in as somebody saying like, and that's when I kick them in the face. And no, we're like, what the like, I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, that's my welcome. Like, it happened on a stream yesterday I was watching. I was watching WoW Forever, and I came and joined the stream, and someone was yelling at him in the call and being like, "Pick up the damn phone, Lyle!" It's like, that's a welcome. Of all the things, that's your welcome.
That's crazy. Got the wild, she got like the loudest of welcomes, bro, out of everybody, huh?
Yeah, it makes sense why, because the caller came and said, like, yeah, I usually don't get any time calling in, and it usually works when I start yelling into the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Which is problems we'll probably deal with when we figure out how to do call-ins and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out sooner or later, man. That's gonna be coming to you guys soon, live audience
When
and
we figure
audience
out
listening.
live streams,
Yeah, live
we're gonna have
streams.
calls.
You're gonna have to definitely focus on that because that's something we gotta work on as a company. We work on that together, so we're getting that done as soon as possible to you guys. So, yo,
Before we
the
do that, I'm gonna
whole
have to update the
gestures,
computer.
everybody.
But
Oh man. By the way, guys, Beanie is not a Mac person. Beanie is a PC guy. So we all still on the same page because Intel is actually in Mac computers. If you really think about it, from the 16 inches 2021s. But we got the M1 chip now, but we still got Intel, so we can't hate on Beanie for that. Mac people, let's not hate on PC people because we use the same chip, so we can't do that. It makes a lot of sense. So let's go with that. Like things like don't make no sense is buying a $5,000 pair of Nike Air Forces. I would not even try to buy that for 5 grand. Are you crazy? 5 grand could get me so many things done. 5 grand could actually 5 grand could really just make you go into like you could get mad stuff done with 5 grand. Like no lie,
yes.
man. Like that's just like the honest thing. A 5 grand. If you hear somebody talking about sneakers out of nowhere, that's the first thing you catches everybody's ears. I don't know why. If I'm walking past somebody and they're talking about sneakers and they say $5,000, the first thing I'll be like, "What's $5,000?"
Like,
I'll be like, what you talking about? Oh, sneakers cost $5,000. Excuse me? No, sir. I'm not buying no
no.
sneakers for 5 grand. I hope you have a loan to pay for that 5 grand of sneakers. 5 grand of sneakers on my feet. I'm sorry. Like
Sorry,
5 G's on your
I
feet.
peace.
That joint better be made out of gold. Come on now.
But
It better be made out of gold.
to get back on subject, like usually because we walk into these conversations at random points because we're coming in at timing. Our timing is usually when we're doing something, we're either not paying attention and we suddenly stop what we're doing and start paying attention, and we just hear the wildest thing or the weirdest thing or like the whole end of the conversation, and we're just 100% confused.
Like you get stuff like, I think the most thing that catch people's ears is like you hear there's certain words that cannot be said on YouTube, so we're not gonna do it. The other day I was walking around my neighborhood, and the only thing I heard was like, oh, he blanked. I don't want to go into details, but Beanie gets the gist of the story already. He blanked. Out of all things, that's what I heard while I was listening to. I had my headphones on and I'm listening to music and I'm just walking by, and that's all I heard was he blanked. And I was like, I was like, wait, what?
Essentially, the music either stopped and like paused or was changing.
No. The joint was like, it wasn't loud though, because I don't like to blast my headphones like that. I mean, I have headphones in my ears. Headphones are different than earphones, because earphones are more louder in your ears. But like, I have my headphones on, and that's what I heard. I wasn't trying to hear that. It just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, I don't know why. I was like, oh man, yeah, I don't want to know about this. I don't want to know about this, man. I don't want to know about it. Oh, that's crazy, man.
It's just as life goes on, things like that happen. I mean, we're just on our own vibe, and one thing can easily just set it off. And usually it's the wildest things. Just the weirdest, like, this goes in subject, like, not even conversation, but part of the conversation. Someone reacts the same way someone did or does the action that someone did. And you're not paying attention. Now you see this, like, weird movement, like that guy, like some guy did this out of nowhere, like, and that just catches your eye and like, what the hell?
That kind of reminds me of those guys in Times Square where you just be walking around and then you just see people doing like they just jump up and like 8 people, and you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
I always see those videos in Times Square, and I just see people hopping on 8 people. Oh, I've been there a few times, and I seen that like that catches everybody's eyes. Like, it's the crazy, unexplainable things that people be doing, hopping over people, like literally hopping over 8 people, like straight in a row with their arms bent, and it's like this, and they crouch, and then I'm very sure the people that's volunteering to do that must be afraid, like, yo, what if this guy falls on my back? Then my back is done for. Like, that's the scariest thing. It's like you taking an ultimate risk. It's like, especially if you're at the front and at the end. The person at the end has more to worry about than the person in the front. And well, the middle too has something to worry about. But the person at the front has the front and the end have things to worry about. Because what if they fall like near the end to the end? That's something to worry about. Because they're thinking, oh boy, what if he falls on me? Yeah, I'm really, really, really in trouble. So if I guess prepare myself and just be like this, treat myself as a launching pad or something. But it's hard to do, especially if you're not strong enough for that. That kind of comes into place in practice. But that's crazy though, man. Yo, I see you got some vibes in the background though. You got some vibes in the background. Sublime for Cali, Skunk Records, the Hendrix.
All different setups and every corner of the room is different looking.
You see my just plain old white, boring.
Yeah.
I have nothing to really put on there, so it's just like, whatever though. But I might put some posters up here. Like I'm thinking about actually putting something up here. I put up like maybe a I don't know, Eminem poster. Got
Get
an
the
Eminem
whiteboard.
poster, maybe a LeBron poster, KD poster. Oh man, we gotta talk about basketball for a brief moment because this discussion cannot go without a basketball talk, bro. You know what I'm gonna talk about. I
Yeah.
want to see my home team take it. I want
Uh,
to get the finals this year. I
I
think
don't.
Brooklyn got this. We got the
I
nicest setup right now.
I want to
26
see
and
the
13 right
Pistons
now
make it
and
to the
counting.
playoffs.
Wins and L's, of course, but we will take it.
I need to see the Pistons at least make it to the playoffs. And they're trading people away. I don't want to see the Nets win because the Nets are now the Yankees of New York basketball. So the Knicks have to win.
Whoa! What?
The Nets are the Yankees of New York basketball.
Why you say
So
that?
because they have they paid money for good players, they basically bought themselves a team. And pretty much that's why they're the Yankees of New York basketball.
Mm, mm, you could kind of say that, but I don't really agree. But I think they really got this though this time. I think LeBron and the Lakers are doomed. I think the LeBron and the Lakers are doomed. I seen the way they've been playing lately. They haven't been playing tight as they used to play like last
Um,
year, the year before. It's not really the pandemic thing. It's just
it's
really
just
they're just
he
not
got
playing
his
right.
ring there.
And again, who knows too? It could be that too. It affects some players too. So, but at the same time, I feel that they're not really rocking on
He
their
got his
mojo.
ring there, so I know he still cares, but he won a ring with every team he was on. That's something you can say.
That's true, because he's trying to really put a hallmark. Not would say hallmark. He's trying to put a mark on a team, saying, "Hey, I won a trophy for this team," like he said he
Yeah.
would do it for Cleveland. And then when he left Cleveland, Cleveland went like this. Everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, we're the best team. That team's the best." LeBron's like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna sign to the Lakers." Everyone Cleveland's like, "Bruh," and do all this crazy stuff, bro. And I'm like,
They're
Yes, the sore
probably
losers. Yes, the sore losers. Then you know what
they're,
happened after that?
yeah.
This was the Cleveland. They were up here. It took a
I
big
forgot
giant tumble.
Cleveland existed as a team after LeBron. That's how much. It's not even that. Like, I have to say this. It's not even that. How do I describe this? Cleveland matters when LeBron's on the team where they have a good player. Now that they don't really have anyone, do they still have Kevin Love?
I don't think they do.
Then, yeah, he's. Then they're done at
Yeah,
this
I think
point.
he I think he left. Yeah, I think he left. I think he did. Did he leave? Let's double check. I think he left.
But
He did leave.
I'm just gonna finish this. I want to see the Pistons have a good year, and I think the trade was good for them because they potentially could now get more better players with the money they now have from trading Blake Griffin.
Hmm. No, wait, he is still there. Kevin Love is still there. He just came back.
So this trade to the Nets could also be a good thing for the future of the Detroit Pistons.
Hmm. So you want the old Pistons back?
Yes.
Like Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Richard Hamilton, the
Yeah.
Tayshaun Prince, the best era of the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Even we just they just they have a chance now to sign players or get good draft picks that could build their team up again.
mm. Yo, I would love to. If I was to rewind back time, bro, I would definitely, for basketball, I would definitely go to the time where the Pistons were like on fire. Where we have my boy Chauncey Billups lighting up threes, back to
Even
back.
then, watching
Richard
going back to the
Hamilton.
80s to see like the Pistons when they were beating young Michael Jordan.
Oh, that too, bro. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, man. Like, I would love to see young Mike play though. Like, nobody could play like Mike. But like, I really would go back to that era though, where Mike really was on his, on his crazy,
Yeah.
explosive times in the NBA. I would love to see that. Most of all, like, I would really love to see too is, like, if I go look forward, I would definitely love to see the Spurs be the most feared team back then, bro.
Yeah.
The Spurs were the most feared team, man. Everybody feared the Spurs.
Well,
They
speaking,
know that Tim Duncan and Tony Parker gonna turn up. They know it. They
yeah.
know it.
Also, Ben
Ginobili too.
Wallace Ben Wallace might get into the Hall of Fame this year.
He deserves it, man, for Defensive Player of the
Yeah.
Year. For the Defensive Player of the Year, correct?
That I think he was. I don't remember. That's back when I really wasn't into basketball when I was as much.
Mm.
So, but that's good news because that's another legend in the Pistons.
Oh, that man was good, man. That man was really good, man. He was like a tank. You come. He was like he'll swat the ball from you, man. You try to make a shot. The man come with to knock the ball out the park, man. He made mad blocks in one game. I think the most blocks he made in one game was about, I think it was what, like 20 blocks or something like that. The man made some high amount of blocks in a game. He made some blocks, man. But Billups and Hamilton and Prince, bro, woo! Those guys were savages. Those boys were on everybody, bro. The East Side, that was the best out the East Side back then. So Pistons, yeah, I remember because the Pistons was nice, and you had the Spurs that was nice. But you gotta remember the Heat too was getting nice, but they were sleeping on the Heat. Everybody slept on the Heat, and the Heat came up. Especially with
Yeah.
Shaq getting that joint, it was
Yeah.
over. Everybody slept on the Heat.
2002, 28 No, that's it. That's one. I'm trying to find like the most blocks they had in a game. Sorry. You froze.
The wrong one. Yeah. Well, how much he had? 20 something blocks.
That was 28 rebounds in the most per game, but 8 assists, 6 steals, 10 shots. They're not saying it.
Still 10 shots.
Oh, career high in blocks was 10 blocks.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's still a lot, man. You can't pull it off in the NBA that easily because they're beasts on the court. They'll turn up on you. You'd be like, yo, man, I'm gonna go block the shot. Yeah, all right. Good luck with that, my guy, because you're gonna have a hard time executing that block.
But now
See that
it's
shot.
a lot different. Even from like 10 years ago, it's completely different because you can't be as rough. But
Yeah, the rules did change it, right?
yeah,
What was in there during that time? I think loose ball foul was in there, right?
I
Or
don't
it
know.
just got introduced. I think it just got introduced.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
Oh yeah, hit off the
But
shot clock was not a thing back then.
we're getting close to the time that we probably should end this video, you think? So everyone, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you have anything you want to talk about, want us to talk about in Urban Discussions, or when we film the next podcast, if you give us an idea to talk about it, please drop it in the comments. Interaction with us is much appreciated.
Yes, it is very much appreciated, guys. Make sure to tune in. Make sure to subscribe. As Beanie said, keep on doing it, man. We appreciate y'all. Much love, man. Much love from a brother from another mother. Peace out. I'm Javy, and we got my boy King Beanie. Peace out.